Hi, welcome back to my channel. Doing a little bit of cat and dog miscellaneous. And I thought I would just bring you along. I've kind of laid several things out for gluing. Need to make a little bit of room. Trying to use up what I have, plus be thinking of a variety of things for the cat and dog journals. So there's a cute little, I think, a magazine picture of a dog. This is a little bit of color from one of the digitals. I think it's from Joey Cardmaker's 80s. Go this way. I think it's the 80s. Anyway, that just kind of gives a little something. I might add a word or something, and you can write on that one. That one's ready to go. I'll just put it in my dog one. This one is a ticket, and it's part of a digital here. Actually, an assortment of a bunch of digitals. Just trying to clean off my desk partly also. I like to leave the number up there. I think it kind of adds something. So, let's see. I'd put one of these under here, and come on, I think these pieces are from Joey's also, and then one of these down there, and this is, I don't know, it might be part of the Whimsical Cat or Dogs, I'm not sure. A scrap of some kind off my desk. I think that just makes a nice generic little ticket. You can write on the back. I have a generic pile over here. This one has an assortment of things. Thought I had another color for there. Okay, I was going to put this scrap on here. This is a cardstock scrapbook paper. It has on a plain card, and then some coffee dyed on the back. So add a little color up here. So again, another digital. This is from an ad. Don't know whether I had something under this now. I think I might have had this up here. Gotta be ready so you don't glue it down too early. Stick that up here somewhere. And maybe I'll use this scrap too that I tore off. We'll just put it, down here. Oops, I don't want to cover up the dog. So maybe we'll go like that. And I'm just trying to cover up this brand sort of thing. So that's just a miscellaneous one with the dog. Hope you're having a good day. I think we're finally getting a little bit of summer weather. Okay, that's got a back, so we'll stick it in there. Okay, here's one of our whimsical cats and a scrap of a digital. And this is painted paper. These are on cards. Just add some layering interest. This was a strip and I cut it apart and used the cats on several places. My paper is getting sticky. Overlap this a little. And then I think this needs a little label or word or something. But we'll go ahead and stick it over here in the cat area. I don't know if this was, is that one on there? Or does that go down here? I don't know. Okay, we'll do this one. This is some wrapping paper and a little digital scrap. Got done with my yard sale, big sorted out. Unfortunately, I still have a lot of stuff left, so now I have to get it out the door. And still a lot of paper to sort, some of which will be in my junk journals. Some will just go away. Okay, that's a sticker. I think a Lisa Frank style. A lot of miscellaneous stickers. Put a little flower over here. And I think this, yeah, has a little star. Put a little glue on it, and maybe we'll just stick the star up there. Here's a cute little one. Guess I should keep them out to show you. Okay, here's another playing card. And this, I didn't cut the circle out from the digital. I just cut it square and then distressed the edges for a little different look. This is a stencil kind of printed, painted paper. I'm making a bunch of these horizontal to use for pockets. Because I need some pockets in the journals. And this is some wrapping paper and the whimsical cat digital. Covering up one of those little diamond decorations, but leaving one. Okay, where's my art glitter glue? I have some of this yarn. It smushes completely flat. I thought that might be kind of fun for a cat one. Okay, this is long enough that I'm going to wiggle it through here. Give it a little texture plus some yarn like cats like. Press that on really good. The art glitter glue will hold it. Press it down and then set it aside to dry, and then I can trim off those edges. This is a playing card once again. Let's see, we'll set that over there. Okay. Here's one with another wrapping paper and a little bit of a magazine. And we'll just stick this on here. And also put the yarn on this one. Whoops. Wrong lid. That could be disastrous. Okay, I'll just put this one on straight. Get clear to the edge there. This bottle's getting low, so just been keeping it on its side. Oops. Okay. Press it in good. Kind of sheds off the end until it gets done, and then it quits shedding. So even though that's a dog one, you know, they're furry. So it's a furry one for that. This has some, why do I blank on that word? Craft paper. Craft with a K. Kind of wrapping paper. This is part of a little tablet. And this is part of a digital. Soon we're going to sort some of these into the different journals and put some in, then we'll have an idea what else we need. I think the cat one with the shopping bags on the front needs some cute little shopping bag things, but maybe some of the other ones could use them too. Okay, so this is a card, a thank you card, blank inside. I'm turning this one this way. And then this is a picture out of a magazine. In this case, that's what I'm using. Part of it is the corner of the page and part of it is torn, so it's a ragged edge. This is a digital circle. Anchor it down here and then maybe add something else. So that's a card. Speaking of something else, this is plastic and it's punched out here. Can you see that in the mouth? Whoops. And I believe it's from Current Incorporated, but it's made to be a bookmark. Oops, I got gluey fingers here. So it would just flip over a page like that, or it can go, whoops. If you go the other way, it can sit on a page like that. I thought that would be fun in a cat journal. Just some use it up things. These are some postcards I found out in my sorting out stuff. Just some cute dog postcards. Got glue on my finger still. Do I have any others set up? No, I think that's, do I have, oh, I have some over here that I was going to show. This is a card I thought we would take apart and use part of it. This is scrapbook paper with lighter on the back. I'm going to use this magazine or catalog picture. This glue stick's about gone. It's a little wider than we need. We can wrap it around or we can cut it off. Thought it looked good with the polka dots. So make sure we get the whole head on here. So we could just wrap. Press that down really good. So it's got a little extra on the back there. And then this can be cut like a tag and add some things if we want. Another style of these tags. This is a piece of digital paper and it matches the dog and cat kind of color styles. So I thought I would put this together for right now. Let's see, do I like it this way or this way? I think this way. So we'll put it a little bit lower because we're going to angle the top. So that's just put on like that. Maybe there's a cat thing added. Maybe not. They say I'll trim it like a tag and maybe I'll put some yarn up on the top. Here's one of the tickets, like I did the other one that I just showed you, where I tore the paper to put on it. The other one, this one, I already have it glued together now, but that's essentially the same thing. I think this glue stick is about ready to be put away. It's spitting out its innards, which has a surprisingly large amount of glue in there. So this one I can add something possibly on that, or I can add this to something bigger and make a pocket. That's actually kind of cute right there. Come back to that in just a minute. And here's another one of these, one of these cards. And you can put it on this way, you can angle it, you can put it like that. So it just depends on what you would like. We could put it off to one side and put this on. Do we want it straight? Stick into the paper. Kind of like it angled, maybe not 45. And then this maybe is even like a little pocket. Let's just play with the angle of this. As long as I covered up the thank you, I didn't care otherwise what I did. I think we'll put that point on that line, kind of center this, so it's probably close to 45. And let's put this on as a little, oh, I did the back with the decoration, but I'm gonna go ahead and make it a pocket. Come on. I don't want anything coming over very much because it's not a very big pocket to begin with. There. That's the most you need. Maybe not even quite that much. Let's see. So I kind of put this little angled corner in there, so it looks like it goes. So that can go in a pocket, but it can also have a pocket. And that's kind of a general one that we can put over here. And let's see. This one is another magazine one. Let's see how we want to put this on here. This paper is very gluey, and this is a piece of manila folder. So we want to get the cat for sure. So maybe just a little over the edge here. I think we could completely cover it. So let's just go like this. Okay. Being a magazine and this kind of white, a little bit of the background comes through. But that kind of adds some interest. We can leave the back of this for journaling. Sorry, I leaned back in my seat. Okay. It's easier to trim this if you let it dry a little bit first. I didn't want to wait right now. Okay, so we want to put something down in this corner. I also pulled out some words, but I think these are too big. This is lovely, but I think it needs something up there to balance it. So I'll have to look for some other ones for that. Let's see, do we have one of these? Maybe with just, that's too big. Okay, I'll look for something for there for later. I don't think I have anything at this moment. I have some more cats to go through. Lots more paper. We have some paper like this. We could just put a piece like that. That might be cute. Okay, if we just go through there, it'd actually be a little longer than we need. And I will definitely look for kind of a text box label to go up above. And then maybe something that goes across here as well. Something to kind of balance this out. Of course, we can round the corners or angle the top. You could put a little yarn tie up here. Maybe the yarn would dangle down towards Kitty. Kitty looks a little grumpy to me. Maybe we need a grumpy word. Here's some different geometrical pieces. We'll wait and see what words we get. So we have that one we're still working on. Now this one it has writing in it from somebody. So I think if we cut this off, or we could cover that up, or do both, we could cover it up and use it for another one. And I don't want this special thank you. That's kind of nice. Let's try that. We have enough glue left in this to just squeak this by. I'm not worried about this because we're going to go over the edge and trim it a little. And I think my paper's just a tad short, so we'll trim the card. Could even just do this. Add a little to the back. So trim that up straight, and then just trim that off there. Now we have a nice journal card. Like I said, you can do something to the corners, and that's like recycling of a card. So there we go. There's some simple ideas for some cat and dog things that you can do out of a variety of different things. We'll check out these bags of things in a little bit and use them up. And we'll see what we already have for our journals so that we can see what we still need to make. I think we need some more big things, I think, for sure. But thank you for joining me. Here's some of the things we just made. I don't know if we have a way to see them on my desk. So we have some dog ones. That's just something that we found. We put this one together and this one. Here's some tags. These are some that I made the other day. Here's some tags. I think that's most of what we did for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great day. It's warm and sunny, full of creativity and love. Peggy from the Pearl Forest. Thank you for joining me. See you again soon.